Namaste. Once again, we are all together, and the idea of this webinar is to discuss something, talk something about the present global situation, crisis, and all whatever is happening around us, and how we can manage and to understand all these things, and how keep our balance so we can understand this all without disturbing, without fear, and without losing our balance. One thing always remember that life is a constant process of learning, growing, and progressing. This is a permanent, constant process of human being, of the humanity, anywhere on any part of the world, wherever we exist, wherever you live, every day life comes to meet us with new situations, new circumstances, new environment, new problems, new difficulties, and many, many things which we have to face. Nature is always making experiments. Catch this point. Always in the life of human being, there are experiments to bring perfection or to work that all better possibilities, all something that which is hidden in us can come out. You know, in the life process, one thing is very, very constant, and that is a change. Change is the meaning of life. Change is the only which is constant and permanent. Rest, everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent, but change is permanent, constant. And the most beautiful thing in this process of life is preparing us. Life is preparing us. The word is preparing us. The word is preparing us for a big change, because that is the meaning of all the existence. The word is preparing us for also to ready to change. So all these situations, whatever situations are happening, the only meaning, the only reason behind is that nature always prepares, and to prepare, nature creates so many kind of hard, soft, good, bad situations, circumstances, and through that process, we are in a processing period. We are in a preparation. Nature, we are preparing. Nature is preparing us. So one thing always remember, in the preparation process, sometimes maybe it is hard or difficult, but ultimately the object of the nature is not to give us trouble and problems. The nature always wants our betterment. You see the history of life, always you see that so many things happened in the past history of, and from that past, we slowly, with so many up downs, reach on this present level of life. And still, this present level of life is not the perfect. Nature is playing one game, nature is playing one process. Through that process, nature is a through the process of evolution, through the process of like a revolution, evolution and revolution. Through these two processes, nature always play her game and change the speed of the process of our learning, of our growing, of our progressing. And sometimes what happens, sometimes when in human nature, because of many reasons, egoistic reasons, selfish reasons, self-centered reason, inertia, we always afraid from the change. We never cooperate the change. We always attach with our same situation, same thinking, same liking, same comforts. But nature not like. Nature wants that we also constantly change, and change means something new and more better. Life only want that how this human being can live on this earth more better, more better, more better. And when we not cooperate and when we not change, then we compel the nature for some hard process, some like a difficult process. So now one thing remember, till we are here on this earth, we have to learn, we have to grow, we have to progress. And for that, we should be always ready to cooperate and collaborate when life comes to us and ask us to change. Everybody has to see in himself, herself, what is in me which is needed to change? What is in me which not want to change? Because change is the meaning of life, change is the beauty of life, and change means always betterment, betterment, betterment. If you see the history, with all the changes, we reach on this present level, what we are living, but still this present level is not perfect. We are not living with a peace or a love or a harmony or a joy or a bliss. Still, there are human nature which is very attached with the past nature, past habits, past understanding, past past things. So now, when we see that around us, how in the world so many different crises and all these things, these are all crises. These are evolutionary crises. These all crises are because in human nature, there is something which is very rigid. And that rigid nature is only when we see in us our habits, our that nature which is self-centered and selfish, that nature which is egoistic, that nature which is full of falsehood. So, in this process of evolution, these things, they become blockages. They block the process of evolution. So nature always try her best how these blockages of selfishness and egoistic and self-centered thinking and living, how to remove that blockages, nature always creates some sort of strong pressures. And all these pressures which we feel, see with this present situation is just only for to remove our blockages so we can become more better, we can understand this game of life more better. And the thing is, always remember, from the very beginning, if you see the history of our life, how slowly, with so many various different kind of experiments, nature grow the understanding of our life. We have very limited understanding of life. And with limited understanding of life, we cannot understand many times many things. So nature always try her best in every being, in every human being, that how the understanding of our life can grow more so we can fulfill the purpose of our existence. There is a purpose of each human being. Each human being is carrying infinite potential, infinite possibilities. But when there is a lack of understanding of life, then what happens? Without manifesting our potential, without manifesting the purpose for which purpose we are here, that never fulfills. So the thing is that first thing, whatever we are seeing around us, whatever we are facing, this crisis and everything, the main purpose, the main reason of all that is nature is trying her best or compelling us that we must at least now little bit become aware, conscious of ourselves and try to grow the understanding of life. Try to understand the meaning of life, the purpose of life. We are not here only to just live very limited life with so many limitations, very limited, very narrow, very selfish. So nature trying her best to awaken us. Everything, whatever is happening, is just to alarming us, giving us a message that awake, awake, awake in the sense, open yourself. Try to go learn how we can, instead of looking outside, sometime look inside us. All these pressures, what we are facing, the main purpose of all this pressure is that we should little bit become a deep feeler, deep thinker, deep observer, instead of going outside and trying to find the solution of problems outside. Go inside. Inside us, there is a supreme consciousness. Inside us, there is a supreme knowledge. Inside us, there's infinite powers and everything. So the moment one will start little bit, start seeing inside, start discovering the solution of the problems inside, for that, every day, whenever you have a time, just sit quiet, alone, somewhere, and just try to meet yourself. Try to spend some time with yourself. Try to enjoy your own company. And the day we will start feeling comfortable, happy, peaceful with our own self, then we will be able to understand the whole game of life, what is happening outside, what is the meaning of all these things. So you see, in the nature is always peaceful, perfect, full of harmony, full of perfect balance. Never in the nature disturbs us. All the animals, all the plants, they have a life. They're also like us, living beings, living. And only in human beings, there is something which not always disturbs us, breaks our balance, and we lose our balance and start worrying and fear and all these things. It is lack of knowledge of life. So, with the lack of knowledge, it is difficult to understand this game of life, and it is difficult to play the game of life more better. So, how we can grow our understanding of life? That is the main purpose of all this, whatever is happening around us. Because one thing, remember, because till now, if you see your life, whatever understanding we have, we all this understanding, how we grow that, how that level of understanding we achieved. If you see, we all that achieved with so many different experiments, experiences. Life constantly through the experiences awaken us, grow us, give us new knowledge, grow the level of our understandings. So this is a natural, spontaneous process of life. So one thing always remember that now, whatever situation, whatever circumstances, whatever kind of problems or difficulties we are facing, the main purpose, the main meaning of all that is through that experience, learn what nature wants to teach us. And the thing is that nothing is permanent. This is universal law. Everything is temporary. Even this situation of wars and all kind of crises and everything, they're all temporary, momentary. So all these situations, as soon as we will be open and we will learn from all that, we can change the situations. The moment we learn, the situation change. When we not learn, then sometimes situations stay for a longer period. So now is activate in you. All of us, we have to activate in us learning attitude, cooperating attitude. And one thing remember, behind all this, there are very high superpowers. Superpower means the very divine forces are behind. The nature who is the designer of this game, who has created this all universe, all those universal forces who are running the whole universe, the same universal forces are in us, giving us this life. When we see the universe, how beautiful, how everything is in order and everything is perfect. In the similar way, the same forces of the universe in us making some experiment. And through that experiment, our journey of life is doing this process of evolution. Life is an evolution of consciousness. Life is a constant growth, constant improvement, constant learning. And this is the only meaning and the purpose of all the things. So see, one thing always remember, from our side, how we can cooperate and collaborate in this situation, and how we can participate in this situation. What is my role? What is our role in this present situation when we see all around not very good things? So our situation is, from our side, we try our best not to create any negative vibration, not to speak anything negative, not from our side think anything which can create a negative vibration and which can spread with which can create or spread negativity. Always remember, whatever, as much positive we can think, try to be more and more, feel positive, think positive, imagine positive. And when we are positive, we have a power that with our positivity we can create positive vibrations, we can create positive atmosphere, and we can change the situations, we can change the environment, we can change even everything if we can just from our side, if we can change ourselves. Now is a very clear message that we have to change ourselves. Human being has to change ourselves. Because if the world is like this, it means we are like that. Because the world is because of us. If I am negative, then I creating negativity. If I am positive, I am creating positivity. So now is a time to change, and change only in our consciousness, change only in our understanding of life. Never always try to understand the things with a negative attitude, with a negative thinking. Now is a time when we have to change and try to understand everything. What is the positiveness behind? What is the good? Always there is something good in everything. Always there is something good behind everything. But for that, we must be little deep thinker, deep observer, not only from the surface, see the things and react. So the best thing is that if we want that the world become better, we have to make ourselves better. The world starts from me, and we are a very important part of the world. So whatever positive vibration, positive thinking, positive feeling, positive imaginations we can create that. And one of the most important thing in the life is that learn from the nature how nature is creating a harmony, peace, and perfect tranquility, calmness, silence. When we see the nature, we never feel that anything is wrong in the nature. Always nature is peaceful, with perfect silence, with perfect harmony. And the only thing which creating that harmony is, in the nature, there is only one attitude, and that attitude is selfless and self-giving. None in the nature expect anything from us. None in the nature expect anything from anyone. Nature always live with constant, with full contentment and only selfless and self-giving. In human being, this selfless nature and self-giving nature is missing. And we have to learn from the nature how we can also grow in us the nature of selfless, not only selfish, self-giving, not only for me. So the day We'll start living also like a nature with the selfless and self-giving attitude. We can create harmony in the world. The world is like this because we are like that. If we are better, the world will become also more better. So the idea of this life process is that life is trying her best that we grow more and live more better. But one thing remember, when we see the nature, nature is living. And when we say living, living means always they exist without worry of future. In the nature, you will never find anyone is worried for the future. None in the animals, none in the trees, they have a worry for the future that what will happen. We human beings are the only who are always worry for the future. Our future is very good. The future is the only which is perfect. We have no need to worry for the future. We have to make our present more better. Our present is the foundation of our future. If the present is alive, awakened, conscious, peaceful, joyful, blissful, future will be much more better then. So we should, instead of worrying for the future, give importance to the present and try our best to make the best use of this opportunity of life. And whatever the best we can do, we can think, we can feel, we can create, we can act, we can react, always with your best nature, best attitude, best understanding, best consciousness. Try your best. And that is the way we can change the world. We can change the atmosphere, we can change everything. Now, in this situation, always life give us a very golden opportunities to participate in this game. And now, when the world is changing, we should be ready to participate in that. The world is changing, new world is becoming. Man is becoming more and more conscious. Man is now trying to, like it is a period to replace the ego, replace the selfish nature with the more better nature. Now is a period when, through this process of evolution, nature trying to awaken in us, activate in us that supreme consciousness, that supreme nature, which is the highest self of us. And when this inner being, in different words, we use the word psychic, our psychic nature, our spiritual nature, our divine nature, that potential, which is the supreme power in us. Now that supreme power wants to take the charge of life and want to create a paradise, a peaceful world, a world with full of love and all kind of this word is a word with this creation. When we see around us everywhere, you see in the nature looks like a paradise, full of harmony, joy, bliss. Only these things are missing in human beings. Otherwise, in the whole nature is full of bliss and harmony and joy and peace and so wonderful, calm, quiet, silent, everything. So in human beings, we are learning. So one thing is always remember that instead of giving too much importance to oneself, give importance that we are here for a new experiment. And that experiment is that we are holding infinite potential and possibilities inside. And nature is preparing us, making us that we reach to that level that all the highest and the best possibilities can come out and make this world, make this planet, make human life more better, more beautiful, more harmonious, more joyful, more blissful. That is the only meaning behind everything. And we should always open, receptive, and instead of using our very limited understanding, never too much attached with our limited understanding, always, always little bit open yourself and always tell to yourself that I know nothing, but I want to know more. And in reality, we know nothing. We are nothing. We are carrying inside everything. But because of the ignorance, because of the lack of knowledge, we become weak. As soon as our understanding of life will grow, and as soon as we will become aware, conscious of our powers and potential, then we will know that, oh my God, we are all superpowers. We are all carrying inside that supreme consciousness, that supreme power who is running the whole universe. And when we will become aware of that, then we will see, then we can change, or we can see that we are everything. We are everything. Remember, everything in the sense that we are the creator. But for that, we have to realize ourselves. We have to know ourselves. And for that purpose, all the situations are happening. So we should not very much worried for anything and never think anything negative, and always, always cooperate, collaborate with patience, with peace, with without fear, and all will be all right. Remember it. Grow your patience to see the things. Nothing comes in the life to stay permanent. Nothing on this life, on this world is permanent. Only change is permanent, and change is always for the betterment. So, if you see the history, many, many things happened in the life. And always after that, something new comes out. It is a process. The nature, who is the designer of this game, is not in a hurry for anything. Nature has her own way. We people, we think with our own very limited way, but nature has her own way. So just be peaceful, keep quiet, have faith, have trust, and just with patience, without creating any negativity, cooperate and collaborate. All will be all right. All will be all right. And all is all right. Divine forces are very, very high forces, very, very, they know what they are doing, what for they are doing. So we should always, always from our side feel that force to whom we call divine, the same force is behind everything, and same force is in us. And now life is giving us an opportunity to participate and become a good instrument in this divine creation, so this world can become a more peaceful and more beautiful living place for the human being. Thank you very much. Anybody, if you have any questions, we can speak. Natali is also speaking. Speak you can speak what you said, so I can listen. Vitaly is speaking. Yes, yes. Yes, Vitaly. Natali, just wait. Natali, wait. Uh, yes, yes. The what lesson we learned with this war of Iran, Israel, this kind of things, and these political things. You know, always when we speak about political things are mostly, they are very much connected with the ego and 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 selfishness that's behind, selfish motives behind. And the thing is that when we have a selfish motive and egoistic motive, and which is the mostly in the all the politics is based on that. The foundation of politics is just only selfishness and ego. So the thing is that ego and selfishness, they are also very important part of the process of this game. Sometimes many lessons of life which nature want to give us through these two forces. So we can see that how much our ego and selfish nature can destroy, can create destruction. So this is a message very clear. Ego is not a solution of to solve any problems. Selfishness is not a solution of to solve any problems. So the only solution of all this problem is that nature is compelling us, forcing us, that we have to think that why we are here on this earth, and if we will only think about for our selfishness and ego, we can destroy, we can create more problems. And now nature wants that we are conscious being. Our true identity is we are a human being with the potential of supreme consciousness inside. We are a conscious being. That is our true identity. So now is a time to give more importance for the education of consciousness, for the growth of consciousness, how we can, and as soon as we will become more aware, more conscious, automatically with a more better understanding of life, we can liberate ourselves from the ego and from the selfish nature. And that way, life is teaching us. And I think the end of this war will be a very clear message. And even now, when we see that how ego is fighting with each other and selfishness is creating all these problems, but this is why this happened, because we compel the nature. And sometimes, remember it, sometimes the wars, violence and non-violence, both are equally important. Many times, many solution comes with very strong revolutions. Revolution and evolution, they move together. Sometimes when our life becomes stagnant, slow, selfish, egoistic, then with that, the humanity start feeling suffocation. And sometimes with this suffocation, a very great revolutions they take birth. So many times the revolution comes to accelerate the speed of the process of our evolution. So this we are seeing, and I think the end of this all will give us something more clear, that there will be something better, something better. Remember it. But we have a very limited understanding. We're not able to understand what is better. But for the nature, remember, these are very when we as a human being, we see all this, so many destruction, so many killings, so many kind of suffering and all these things. They're okay. But sometimes we compel, because of sometimes we compel and create these situations, and these situations awaken our eyes. One day our eyes will open. And many times our inertia, our laziness, our selfishness, that only many times very strong pressures sometimes break our inertia and blindness and selfishness and this kind of things. So I hope that all will be all right, and some good solution, some good thing will come out after all these things. This is not a first time. Many wars happened before on this earth, and always after the wars, something new comes out. Thank you. Yes, Natalie. Natalie. The thing is, the question is, Natali said, the mother said, the evil carries her own remedy. The evil carries with him her own remedy. So the thing is, always there is a answer with every question. Always there is a solution with all the problems. So when we use the word evil, evil is what? This is evil. Our egoistic nature is evil. Our selfish nature is evil. We are all carrying evil inside us. And nature wants to transform, change. So now, sometime with this kind of strong situations and strong pressures, we able to see in us our that nature which is evil nature in us. And that evil nature is our egoistic and selfish nature. So as soon as we will start seeing ourselves and with full sincerity, like to transform or to change ourselves, so that way evil itself is carrying her own solutions. So with these pressures, I think we have to see, everybody has to see that what is that in me which is open for this kind of negativities. Inside us, we have evils inside us, we have the divines inside us, we have the super light inside us, we have the super darkness inside us. Darkness, light, all is inside us. And many times with some this kind of strong pressures, nature compel us, force us to go deep in oneself and discover that what is wrong in me. And when we will start seeing, observing ourselves, then only we can find that, oh, the problem is in me. Problem is not outside. And we have to solve our problem ourselves with the growth of awareness, with the growth of consciousness. And remember it, we are carrying the supreme power inside. And in the end, the victory will be of that power which is running this universe and running our life. In simple words, I tell, the inside us, there is a divine power, supreme consciousness. And always there is a victory of the divine. The truth will win, the light will win, the love will win, the peace will win. harmony will win. And have patience, and we will see that one day how we will be able to create a peaceful, harmonious world, atmosphere, and have patience. All has a purpose and all will be all right. Thank you. Yes. Yes. You want to speak? Mhm. Vitaly asked me that from where this darkness came, from where this sufferings came, and what is the solution of all this, and how this can stop. And Mhm. One thing, remember, the thing is, this all, if we see with a big, vast consciousness, this all is a one divine play, divine game, divine process. And the name of this game of life is a evolution of consciousness. I always said in Indian culture and whatever we able to discover, we said that this is a journey from the darkness to the light. Our journey of life starts with the darkness to the light, from the falsehood to the truth. So we always remember life is a process. And in this process, what happens that you see everywhere, even in a seed, when you take any seed, you think the seed become tree in one day. There is a process. It takes time. And in this seed, you see, when this seed discover, first of all, many seeds, they expires in the packets. Only very few seeds, they able to find the environment and atmosphere. And when any seed discover, find, reach to his proper environment and atmosphere, then one process starts. We are a seed of the divine. We are also a seed, something. We are also carrying, holding inside many divine forces, many, we are carrying inside light and love and peace and harmony and joy and bliss. So see, when the seed find his environment, what happens? The process starts. And what process is? In that process, one day the seed breaks, blast. And when the seed breaks, is it a suffering for the seed? It is not a suffering. It is a process of the seed. If the seed will never break, the process will never start. The tree will never come out. And when the blossoming starts in the tree, on each movement, something is breaking and something new coming out. Something is breaking and something new coming out. And slowly, 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 nature prepares the tree. How nature prepares the tree, it takes time. Not in one day the tree starts giving fruit and flowers. Then nature prepares, nature grow the capacities of the tree. In the similar way, nature is also growing our capacities with all these pressures, mental pressures, emotional pressures, physical pressures. Nature is preparing us, growing our capacities, awakening in us our abilities and capabilities. So there is nothing like a suffering. It is a process of life. We have to see that, because to say it is a suffering is very easy, because we are very negative. Always, most of the time, we use the negative words. We have a big dictionary of negativity inside us. So when we sometimes immediately react, and when we react immediately with our negativity, we immediately start crying, complaining, and so suffering. It is a process of life. And always in the sea in the nature is always having a patience, so powerful patience, so great patience. We have to learn, we have to grow in us also patience. And when we will grow with the patience, then this process of life can work more fast, and then things can change more fast, and some new thing can come out. And this lesson we have to learn. Life is not a suffering. Nature not created us to suffer. Nature created us to participate in this game of life and to manifest. We are here to manifest some divine plan, some programs. So for that, nature is preparing us. So always try to cooperate and collaborate. When any hard situation come, when any pressure come, that moment, instead of negatively react, have little like patience. Remember that force who is inside us, giving us this life. Remember the divine, and that can make your life, then one can understand this whole process more better. Thank you. Yes. So I think one of the, I repeat this question. Vitaly asked me that, do you only practice in the ashram, or do you also work with the earth field and the information field of humanity? If yes, how? Can you teach me? The thing is, first thing is that I always said before that life is a constant improvement game. Every day life gave us for what? What for? What for one day more? Sometimes ask yourself, we are not here permanent. We are very temporary here. But every day life gave us one more chance. Chance for what? And that chance is only that at least this day is given to us to improve yourself, change yourself, and become more better, and live more better. And for that, one thing remember, the most important practice is, whenever you start your day with very strong aspiration. Aspiration means a very strong burning, ardent fire inside you that this day is given to me to understand, to grow my understanding, to grow my consciousness, to know me, to know myself, who am I, why I am here, what for I am here, what is this game of life, from where I came and where I will disappear, and till I am here, what is the purpose of my existence? When you will start your day with that, and when you will having a very strong, ardent, sincere aspiration to know yourself, life will start unfolding herself. Every day, send one very positive message to your life. Remember it. As you send message to the peoples, nowadays we always send very beautiful messages to everybody. Send message to the life. Whatever you expect from your life, send one very, very beautiful message to your life. Oh, my life, tell me, who am I? Why I am here? What for I am here? So when we will send the message, this message will reach to the inner universe and the outer universe, and all the forces, they will become active to give me the reply, and my process of evolution will become faster. And the thing is, the only thing I say, the day is given to us to improve. What we can improve in us? Our nature. We can improve our consciousness. We can improve our understanding. We can improve our actions. We can improve our reactions. So that way, when one is constantly learning, growing, and progressing, and living with more better attitude, more better understanding, more better awareness, life will become so beautiful, and nature will be very happy, and everything will become all right. Thank you. Yes. Why? Yes. And Natali said that why we are losing a faith, why we are losing, what to do when we lose our faith. The thing is, only those people lose their faith who are negative. If we are positive, we will never lose the faith. Always remember, in human nature, our negativity is very strongly established inside us. And negativity is never a solution of anything. Faith is a natural, spontaneous nature of life. But because of lack of understanding of life, that can create this kind of situations. We lose the faith. The day our understanding about our life will grow, your faith will grow in you. Remember it. So lack of understanding, lack of consciousness, that's why we lose the faith. And now the thing is, first of thing, if my faith is losing, it means tell yourself I am negative. And immediately replace your negativity with your positive nature. It is very easy. It is very simple. Only it's a matter of that I should recognize, oh, I am negative. And nobody will like, if I know that I'm negative, I will never like that I should be negative. So inside us, it is a psychological process, psychological game. And grow your positivity. Grow your positivity, grow your positivity, grow. And simply, if we can every day little bit work to grow positivity in us, with that even we can grow the understanding of our life. And when the understanding of life will grow, your faith will grow more and more in you. Thank you very much. The thing is that, first of all, try not to judge each other. And the second thing is, everybody has to protect oneself from our own negative influence. And catch this point. because we all are carrying our influence. We have, if I am negative person, my negative influence will affect me also and to the others also. So always protect yourself from your own negative influence, and always protect yourself from the other people's from your negative influence, and protect yourself also from the other people's negativity. So this is very, we, because we are living around, we are living with all kind of vibrations, all kind of people, all kind of influences. So one has a common sense, one has a some sort of intelligence, and use all that and protect yourself and the environment and everything from the all the negative influence. And I think have patience and always with your whatever is the best in you, your attitude, your thinking, your feeling, your imagination, with that create some sort of very, very positive waves, vibrations, and become a healer. Heal the world, heal yourself, heal everyone. And with all the positivity and all the, you can say, with the, always remember, always feel blessed, always live with such a way that you are never alone. The whole universe is with you. All the divinity, all the divine forces are with us. And we are a special messenger of the divine on this earth to create, to make this world more better. Have always this kind of very, very positive feelings, and all will be all right. Thank you very much, and feel blessed. All the best for all of you. Thank you. Okay. No, 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 no. No. You think I repeat? Or remember, we are all here on this earth for a special purpose, and the purpose of is that we are here to participate in this game of creation. Each and everything on this earth is participating. A piece of grass is trying her best to make this planet more beautiful. Everywhere, wherever you see, even the small stones, they are trying their best to make this, to create a harmony and to create more better atmosphere, environment, and beauty. So we are a human being. We should also not become like a burden on this earth. We have a, if nature created us and gave us this opportunity with all the potential powers and infinite possibilities, we should also become aware, conscious of our potential powers, and make, participate in this creation, and whatever you can create better, do that. And always remember, everybody has a very strong responsibility that never create any negativity from your side. And world will become more better, all will become more better, everything is more better. Have patience, all will be all right. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Okay, Maria. Okay, Natalia. Okay, Miriam. Thank you. Okay, Natalie. Better. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hari Om. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.